I can see this being a war. It's going to kick off. There is going to be serious trouble.
We've all been lied to our whole lives. Can't you bloody tell? Across the ocean.
Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. So, some of you may already know I live not far from Birmingham. As you can probably also know, some of you, that I'm actually a Birmingham City fan. Tonight, Aston Villa are playing, is it Tel Aviv Macabi? I think it's the name of the team in the European Champion. I think it's a European Championship game. This is the one that first hit the headlines, where the Muslim Caliphate of Birmingham stamped its feet and got the fans banned. Now, they'll claim it's because their Israeli fans are hooligans, where in reality, even now, you can see where the real problem is. This is what happens when you allow an entire town, say city, to be controlled by the Muslims. Birmingham is a Muslim caliphate. Its council is nearly all Muslim, and everything is done to support such a thing. For instance, it's Birmingham Council who are spending an absolute fortune removing Union flags and crosses of St George's from flagpoles in Birmingham, while allowing the Palestinian flag and any other weird strange flag that these fucking idiots believe in to fly for free. They use the excuse that you can't fly flags on a lamppost because the vibrations will cause the lamppost damage. I presume it's because the English cross of St George and the Union flag are heavier with history and balls than the Palestinian flag and the, of course, Hamas flags that they fly, which of course the police swear blind they don't understand the meaning of. So, the games tonight, some have asked me, am I going up to cover it? No, I'm not. Two reasons. One, I'm a Blues fan, and to be fair, I'd rather be seen dead standing anywhere near Villa ground. But the main one and the truthful one is Mrs. G doesn't want me to. And I fully concur. You see, I can see this being a war. It's going to kick off. There is going to be serious trouble. The police have somehow managed to magic up 700 police officers from all over the place to cover it. They were in town last night, walking through Birmingham city centre. Palestinian flags, free plasticine banners, anti-Semitic banners, all over lampposts and everywhere else in Birmingham. I mean, those signs are okay because they won't damage the lampposts. It's only the Union flag and the cross of St George that do that. They have preachers in Birmingham mosques preaching death to the Jews and such like. I mean, but they've been hate preaching for years, and of course nothing ever happens. You got Yaki Makoud who's the guy who wanted to be mayor of Birmingham, but fortunately didn't. He's a man who's also up on a fraud charge. And him and his cohorts have been taken to TikTok and X and everywhere else. And basically, when it all comes down to it, inciting hatred. But of course, because they're Muslims, they can do what they want because everybody's scared of them. That matters to them. They can do as they wish, say what they want, abuse who they want, attack who they want. And they're completely and utterly protected by the political classes of this country. Now, if I'd gone on X or on TikTok or YouTube and demanded that 300,000 Englishmen protest, I would have been arrested. And we all know that's true. I mean, I could get arrested at any moment in time just for the way I speak about things. But of course, if I was Muslim, I'd be safe. The reason that the police stopped the Tel Aviv fans from coming is not hooliganism that the Muslims themselves will scream and shout about. Oh, and all those stupid, pathetic fucking white people who try and pretend that if they support what a Muslim says, they'll be safe when the shit hits the fan. Sorry to shock you, but you won't be. They're all screaming about, oh, it's about hooliganism. Well, no, the actual reason that they were banned is going to be on the streets tonight. They have been told, and they said it was nothing to do with hooliganism. They said they couldn't guarantee the safety of the fans. You could try and whip round and pretend it's not, but that's what they said in their release. I covered it. I put the release up on the screen on the previous video when this first happened. So don't talk shit. The reason that the fans got banned is because exactly what is going to happen tonight. Now, the problem is I know that there's going to be a counter-protest. You're going to get the football mobs involved. I know this is going to happen. And the media will be there in force, and they will have their cameras trained on. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the football boys and the white lads and lassies. And the football, so they can just say to them. They won't point their cameras at the Muslims because the Muslims can do what they wish. I live, as I've said at the beginning of the video, and you'll see a picture that up there, not far from Birmingham. And a lot of people are scared. I know a lot of Villa fans personally, although it's, it's only football after all, but we still have our banter. Yeah, and even though I wouldn't be seen dead at Villa Park, unless, of course, Blues are playing there, I also came out and was one of the few Blues fans who did actually come out in support of Aston Villa Football Club when all this shit happened. But I know a lot of Villa fans who were going and now are not. And I fully understand it. I fully support it. Because we all can see exactly what's going to happen. And in reality, this football match and the Israelis being there have finally shown to the world what Birmingham is, which is a Muslim Caliphate. It was a Muslim MP, it was a Muslim councillors who stamped their feet and they didn't want this and they didn't want that and they don't want this and they don't want that, and they get it because they're allowed to. Now, I know some YouTubers are going to go down there to cover this. Please, please, please be safe. This is going to kick off. It's not I might do. This is going to kick off massively. And that's not me inciting because somebody, oh, you're inciting. I'm not inciting. I'm stating a fact. This is being whipped up by the Muslims, by Mr. Yaqub and many others, whipping up a frenzy of anti-Semitic hate. It's going to kick off. It is so sad that, I mean, as I've mentioned before in other videos, I don't go to Birmingham anymore. I flatly refuse to go into Birmingham city centre. I won't go anywhere near it if I can help it. I said the only time I go anywhere near Birmingham is when Blues are playing, and that's only if I can get a ticket now. But it's vile, and now you're going to see it in all its glory, all its disgusting, perverted, sick glory. I will keep an eye on it. Mrs. G's at work tonight as well, which is another reason why I wouldn't be going, but I will be keeping an eye on it and I will be reporting as and when things happen. It's a shame that football's got caught up in it. I mean, it's like the one thing saying, well, all Israeli football teams should be banned from football. It doesn't work like that, of course. But, of course, they're all members of the IDF. Well, that's because in Israel, as soon as you become of the age, you all have to. You are literally conscripted. Everyone in Israel has been part of the IDF. That's how Israel does its thing. So you can't really blame people when they haven't really got a choice. But then again, they really haven't got a choice because of sick ideological arseholes want to kill them all the time. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. If you like what I'm saying, agree with what I'm saying, or you just want to piss off a lefty, you just hit that subscribe button. Totally free, doesn't cost you a penny. You can ding the bell and select it to all, and YouTube will ignore that and not tell you I've done another video. It seems that my videos are on a throttle back again. I do a great one with Gary Neville, and then that's it. I go back down to 300, 400 views. Funny, innit? Got 11,000 subscribers, yet somehow only 400 of them get to know. It is the game that we play. It is the game that we play, ladies and gentlemen. Which is why I'm not stopping. I just keep putting out the videos. It's up to whether YouTube pushes them or not. And you could help that by liking and sharing. You can also let me know what you think in the comment section down below, although I would imagine YouTube's AI bot will be in overdrive on this one. So coming up in a puff of blue smoke is gobstertalks@yahoo.com. It's an email address for the channel where you can email me if you wish to talk about stuff. Any case, I'm done. So, I'm off to do stuff in Morrison's, and I'll catch you in the next one.
You said to me that you can't stand the world you're living in no more. I can't say I blame you, and the whole world are just screaming.